Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. It's 3:30 p.m. And this is the Council on Aging is meeting at the Dudley Municipal Complex, Veterans Memorial Hall, room 321A. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I think we're picking up an echo. Okay,
Yeah, she's taking care of it.
I was just gonna move the mic.
Okay, let's take attendance. Present is Janice Brady, present. Now, let's see, let me find the paper here. There we go. Kathy Cormier,
Here.
Carmelo D'Ambro, she's not absent today. Cheryl Layden,
Here.
Charlie Marlboro,
Here.
Jim is absent, Anita Hickey.
Present.
Okay, thank you. And, would somebody like to start reading the minutes from last meeting, please?
Okay, old business.
Speak up.
Bemis Farm was here on May 16th, 2022 for the culinary herb garden. Many were in attendance. Mrs. Brady delivered an herb garden to someone who was homebound. Bemis Farm will be here again on June 6, 2022 for the summer porch pot. The Mother's Day brunch was held on May 6, 2022. There were 28 people in attendance. Ms. Brady stated the food was delicious and she thanked everyone who helped and donated. Mrs. Brady spoke with Assistant Fire Chief Paul Konieski. He stated the most problems they have with the elderly are those who don't always remember to take their medications, falls, and lack of transportation. Mrs. Brady stated that they cannot supply transportation and have been asked to in the past. This transportation cannot be supplied due to liability. She stated that the WRTA buses can supply transportation. Mrs. Layden stated that Tri-Valley has a grant for transportation, so the elderly can call them for help with transportation. Calls may be 2 to 3 days in advance. They must be. Mrs. Boussier ordered 2 rain barrels for the patio. The rain barrels will be in by June 11, 2022.
New business. There was a Dementia Friends meeting on May 6th, 2022. 4 people were in attendance to review the paperwork that would be distributed to local businesses who can hand them out to their employees. On June 6th, 2022 at 12:15 p.m., Attorney Laura Silva Traeger will be at the Senior Center for a talk about benefits and insurances for the elderly. She will be taking any questions. She will also be handing out books to everyone. There was a senior trip being planned for June, but the WRTA buses are still not able to provide transportation at this time due to COVID. Ms. Brady stated there could be a trip to the Vanilla Bean restaurant in Pomfret, Connecticut. If seniors would like to go, they would have to take their private vehicles. Those who are interested could call the Senior Center phone number at 949-8015 and everyone could go as a group. Ms. Brady stated hopefully within the next week the patio will be set up with flower beds, tables, and chairs. Once set up, the planting can start as it's getting late. Ms. Brady would like to see everything completed by the 1st of June so the senior meals can be served on the patio instead of the senior center. Meals on the patio will continue through the summer with the exception of days of extreme heat or inclement weather. If not able to be on the patio, the meals will be held in the senior center. Memory Cafe will be held this Thursday, May 19, 2022 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Josie Bottieri's son, who is a chef, will be cooking an Italian meal. Franny Mick will be the entertainment. Miss Layden stated he does a lot of Elvis and Frank Sinatra songs. Miss D'Ambria suggested getting help with planting the annuals. She suggested adopting a planter, and she and Miss Marlborough could do one together. Miss Marlborough agreed. Miss Brady stated there is no date yet for the planting, and she would notify them when everything is set up. Planters were stored with the soil in them and will be ready to plant. Miss Marlborough asked if they could start right away. Miss Brady stated they could not get to where the planters are stored and will have to wait until they are delivered to the patio. She stated there are about 10 to 15 planters which border the patio. She stated she would call when the planters were in and ready for planting. Miss Marlborough stated they received many nice compliments at the Mother's Day brunch. She did notice there was a lack of utensils, and in speaking about this with Miss D'Ambria, they decided to order utensils such as spatulas, 5 hot plates, oven mitts, and a knife as a donation from them. The Bemis Farm Spring Color Bowl will be held on April 25th, 2022. Chairman Brady stated the next Council on Aging meeting would be held on June 21st, 2022 at 3:30 p.m. This will be the last meeting until September. Meals, trips, and Memory Cafe will continue through the summer. Ms. Brady informed the board that Ms. Boussier submitted her resignation. She is retiring. The board was sad to hear this, but we're happy for her. She will be continuing the Memory Cafe. There will be information in the future if anyone would like to apply for the position. Ms. D'Ambria asked if someone from Dudley were to be hired, would they be able to join their council? Ms. Brady said yes. She said the town would have to get together with the council to discuss the steps in acquiring a new director. Ms. Brady stated Ms. Boussier has discussed the possibility of having the meals on Mondays and Fridays and discontinuing Wednesdays. She didn't think Bemis would be able to hold any workshops in the summer as well. Ms. Brady is hoping to have a couple of trips this summer. Ms. Cormier made a motion to adjourn. Ms. Layden seconded, passed. The meeting adjourned at 4 p.m. Respectfully submitted, Lisa L. Berg.
Are there any omissions or changes that anybody can come up with? There was noted that two things that came up about the spelling of the assistant fire chief, and it is spelled right. That was what is down there. And also, what was the second one? I can't remember. I'll have to remember that. Oh, the herb garden had the wrong date. It was the 16th and not the 26th. So those have been changed on the report, and we'll show that. Who wants to accept the minutes as read?
I accept the minutes.
In a second?
I second.
All agree?
I agree.
Thank you. Okay, all set with that. Okay. Old business. Now, I mentioned about the amendments, about the spelling, the assistant chief, and also the herb garden date. Bemis Farms nursery workshops will not be held in the summertime. She ends up being too busy she runs a business at the farm, and she just doesn't come here. She goes to other places also. So she's not able to carry out the workshops, the nurseries. So that will not come back until September, and that has not been set up yet. And okay, Attorney Laura Silver-Traeger did present her workshop, and there were, I think, about 15 people at the workshop, and she was very interesting. She covered the elder law, and she had said that if anybody had some questions, and I don't have her card, and, but they could call her, and, she would answer any questions or lead you to where if you need help with a trust or something like that, and answer a lot of questions. Cause there's a lot of loopholes, and, if you don't do it right, you won't have a problem with it, but your family will afterwards. And, raised flower beds, there are 14 raised, beds, and, they are set up, and most of them are taken. I think there's a couple that are still not taken over, however, there's perennials in them, so they're growing. So, they're doing well, they all look good, everybody's done a good job, filling them, so at least, and when I worked at the polls, last Monday, some of the people went up to the patio and had their lunch up there, and they really liked it, and said
nice.
it looked so nice and was so comfortable, and to get out of the building and be out in the fresh air with and it was a good day, you know, it was sunny, and, so they enjoyed it. And the rain barrels were delivered, and, I can't tell you too much about it, cause I got one also, but just trying to figure out what you have to do and where to put it. Margaret's taking care of that.
I thought they'd be full by now. I thought they'd be full with all the rain.
No, not even mine is
Not
just
even
about
close,
that
huh?
much. We didn't get enough rain.
Ah,
But I wanna set mine up. Do you have yours set up with the drainage pipe from your roof?
I have 2 rain barrels that we purchased from the town, and they are on the downspouts, and they are full, and I have
Yeah,
plenty of
well,
water.
yeah,
But
I
it's on the
don't-
downspouts of the home, cause, you know, it comes down the gutters and
Yeah.
right into the barrel.
Yeah.
I have an
haven't-
overflow barrel too, cause we have a couple of overflows too, they're all full.
Yeah, I haven't had that yet. I just have rainwater, period. We haven't had that much, but that's what I wanna do, near my garden, put it up.
Right, cause you
drainage
can get
pipe.
the curved pipes
I
from
have
Home
that.
Depot
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever, and set it right up, put an overflow bucket.
Do you have it elevated?
I have it on, concrete,
Blocks?
blocks, so you can get them for a few dollars a piece over to
Depot.
Depot, but there's 3 of them that will support the bottom and
Okay, I
because
didn't,
the
I haven't
weight.
done that. I didn't know because I will use a hose, but,
I found a hose extender to put on the faucet too, so it squirts right into my watering can, so I got it set.
yeah.
And we really love it, cause I don't wanna haul the hose all the
That's my problem too.
You know,
Okay. Okay, now the new business. We had a Dementia Friends, friendly Dudley meeting on June 18th, 16th? I can't read that, 16th. And we were planning a fair on in July, the end of July, and we were talking about it and stated we canceled that because we don't have enough time. We only had about 2 months to plan everything, and we had talked to the fire department, they were gonna send a truck, and we had started working on it, but it was just way too much, and we didn't wanna take a chance of having something like this and then not really do a good job with it, and then if we have a second one, it wouldn't work well. So instead, what we planned on, talked about doing is, when we have our next memory cafe, which is on June 16th, July 21st is our next memory cafe, and we're going to have, at the same day, we're gonna have a memory, dementia-friendly, workshop type thing, where we're gonna have it open so that, we'll have music, and Kathy Columbia's son, Michael Anthony, who plays neo-diamond music, is gonna be our entertainment for the memory cafe, so that'll be good. We're going to have, we haven't completely set that up yet. We're having another meeting next week, and then we gotta have a couple more meetings. We wanna have some type of setup at the entrance of the town hall, and then we wanna try to set something up in the, police department meeting room they have down there off the hallway. We're gonna take out this whole area, but it's not really set up, but it's going to be from 3 to 6 that day. As far as we have it set up, this is not definite, but we decided to have like an informative get-together. And so we haven't got everything set up yet. But we will need volunteers, because like we're gonna have pamphlets to hand out, and we need people to greet people as they come in, and also to hand out the pamphlets for people who want them. But they figured we should have about at least 10 or 12 people helping out. So if you're willing to help at this Memory Cafe and the dementia-friendly situation there, that just call the Margaret at the Senior Center office, and then we can get together and see how many people we can help and what we're gonna do. But it's kind of up in the air as far as exactly what we're gonna be doing, but it's gonna be that same day. So that's gonna be at the Memory Cafe on the 21st of July. But the time may change too. It may go later, or we may start at 2 instead of 3. But
It's called a workshop?
we haven't really put a good name to it. We just changed it. Like we don't want to keep it. If we were having it at the Grange, and if it would have been a fair, but we're not doing it that way. We haven't really decided how we're going to name it yet. We're going to do it probably.
And
do that
what
at
is the
next
purpose going to be? To
try to get it out.
get out
to the
information?
community.
Okay.
We're gonna invite like the nursing homes, fire department, police department, companies in the city, in the town, so they can come and get some information, because we're trying to work at making Dudley a dementia-friendly community. And that's with the presentations that we've been presenting lately. And we're trying to spread it out into the whole community. In fact, we have met all the categories to start trying to make this a dementia-friendly community, and Margaret did send that into Alzheimer's committee with all the information, everything like that. So it's on its way. It's working now. But
Now, have you gotten far enough in discussions yet to know if the different departments are going to supply their own type of flyers or
no, we
resource
haven't-
materials?
No,
No? Not yet?
not yet. There's just too many. We've been meeting and trying to get things going and everything like that. We have to have more presentations so that we have more champions. And that's the only way you're gonna do that, is by have enough champions so that they can go out and teach, present this about the dementia. And that's how you get the whole community involved more so. But it's very involved, and we only have like 4 or 5 people on the committee right now. You know, so we haven't gotten there yet, but working on it.
Okay.
And when is the next meeting for the committee?
The next meeting is, I get that mixed up with the Safe Serve and the LBQ. There's so many meetings going on. Let me see here. I don't have it down here. It's gotta be either, the first week of July, so it's not set. I can contact you, you know.
Now, just a quick question. The people you say that are on the committee, are some of those the ladies from the Dudley
Yes.
Women's Club? Okay, great.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Okay.
Please text us or something,
Hmm?
so, please text us so we know and
Oh,
show
yeah,
up,
yeah.
'cause,
But,
Because it's still held at 1, right?
1 o'clock,
I
Yeah.
think,
you
What?
say 1 o'clock?
It's still held at 1 o'clock.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, now, the senior center trip that we were talking about it's canceled because no one has called us about it. So, if anybody, we're gonna get together and we'll talk to people if they wanna go. But right now, nobody has called to go to on a trip or something.
This is the Vanilla Bean trip? Yeah.
Just maybe announce it again.
Well, we do, talk to them
Oh,
every
do
week,
you?
every week.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do? Okay,
Yeah.
because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. All right.
Okay, tomorrow at 11 o'clock, we'll be having the Serve Safe Food Protection Management Certification Session. That's at 11 o'clock. There was five people of us will be going. And then following that, we're going to be having the LGBTQ. I can never get those numbers. LGBTQ meeting right afterwards. That's a workshop right after that. We just found out about that last week. And anybody that's on the council or working like that, they would like to show up for that, if you can. But that's at 12 o'clock right after the Save Serve class. And
That's at 12 o'clock,
yes,
and that's tomorrow.
yes.
So state mandated
Okay,
stuff.
now as far as the,
We have to do it for work.
let me go through this, my notes about the dementia-friendly fair. Okay, we went through it already. And the number to call if you want to help and volunteer to help with the dementia-friendly get-together is 508-949-8015. And
That's 949-0815?
8015.
Oh,
8015.
8015.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, that's all I have to say. Does our next meeting will be on September 20th at 3:30. And the member cafe will continue throughout the summer, and we have the meals. One thing too is Margaret is planning on Monday and Fridays, we'll be having the meals at the senior center. Wednesdays, she's just not having the meals delivered. If anybody wants, and she will be here and Christina will be there, but if anybody wants to, they can brown bag it from home and go up in the patio. And then everybody can, a lot of times, that's the only time people get out of the house and converse with other people, so they're just gonna you bring your own lunch though.
Okay.
And, so that's only on Wednesdays. But Monday and Fridays continuous. And as far as Margaret goes, she had the definite date that she is retiring. She's the director, and she's retiring on September 22nd. September 2nd is the official date. And they have
6th?
second, two.
Oh,
September 2.
9/2.
Second.
Okay.
And I guess apparently there's a couple of people who might be interested in taking the position, but if you're interested, you can talk with Michelle Jarvis, and she can help out if you're interested in the position.
Are we having a party for her?
She doesn't know anything, so we're
Sorry.
not having a party, but
Say it on there. Oops.
Does anybody else have anything they'd like to bring up or say?
Just one question on the next meeting
Yes.
for the dementia-friendly. That was on what date?
I
got
don't
the
know, I
phone.
don't have a date. I can't.
So should we call that phone number to find out?
I can call you once I find out. We went through so much that, and there were so many dates that I don't remember them coming up with a specific date. And I didn't get my folder. They have another folder for the dementia. And I meant to bring it and I don't have it. I have everything in different notebooks. There's so many things. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I have my notes all. Oh, it's dementia-friendly open house is what the thing is gonna be cost. Oh, okay, July 7th, I'm sorry, July 7th is our next dementia meeting. That's the Thursday. And they have 1:30 down for some reason.
Okay, thank you.
I'll probably come here at 1 o'clock just in case I don't have it. But, what's her name? Huh? Debbie is doing quite a bit on Pleasant News. She's done so many of these things. She said that she knows a lot of how to get a lot of information done in a short period of time. So she's doing a lot of that. So we'll find out on the 7th.
Now, did they give you guys any type of a timeline, when, you know, the hiring procedure, how long that usually takes and, yeah?
No, we have nothing to do with it, they do. But thing is, it wasn't until really this week, I can't say, I'm not involved, Margaret had talked to the selectmen and all that stuff, so, that's how it wasn't until this week, last week, that, she finally came up with a date that she'd be leaving. She will still continue with the Memory Cafe, helping out with the Memory Cafe. That's it. But that's when the date came up with September 2nd.
They post this job in the paper too, right?
They'll take care of it, we don't do that.
Yeah,
The
we
town
understand
does that,
that,
I don't know how they do that. I just said I don't want it.
Do you know what department in the town? Who does most of the hiring? Is it through the administrator's office?
Selectmen.
Yeah, they're under, Michelle knows all that stuff, I
Yeah.
don't. But, yeah, selectmen. Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to go through her to, it just came up at the end of last week, the exact
Yeah.
date.
Well, it's good, if you've heard that 2 people are interested in it, and it hasn't even gone out yet.
Yeah, we don't
you
even know
would-
that, what the, qualifications, you have to send in a resume and all that stuff.
Mm.
And I'm not too sure what the
Online.
qualifications are on it.
Possibly online, right? Everything's online.
No, yeah, well, no, you gotta, yeah.
And then they'll have you come in.
Town should have job descriptions for all of this anyway.
Well, they have the job description, because Margaret had to
We just
send in one that she had. Yeah. But I don't know all that stuff because I'm not interested, so.
Have we adjourned the meeting? We have, right?
Yes, no, and
Because I
that's why I
still
asked
see
if
us
anybody
on the
had
TV.
anything else to say. No, still no. Is there anybody else have anything they'd like to add?
Not at this
No.
time.
I think you've covered everything.
Okay, does anybody want to, request to end of the meeting?
I request that we adjourn our meeting at this time.
Who seconds?
I'll second.
Yeah, all agree?
Aye.
Okay. Meeting's adjourned.
We'll shut off the TV.
Sometimes I feel like I'm
that's
supposed to
all right.
be in a meeting,
Oh,
so I check